There's a leadership drift that happens in all of our organizations from time to time, and that's why Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1 is what I wanted to focus on in this life and leadership. Hebrews says this, "We must pay the most careful attention, therefore, to what we have heard, so that we do not drift away." Leadership drift happens when our organization or our church loses energy, where it loses the capacity to pass on the contagious spirit that grows people and gets them excited about being part of an organization. And so I want to look at 3 ways we can avoid that in our leadership. Firstly, in our mission drift. Mission drift happens when we're saying the right things, but we personally are no longer motivated and inspired by our mission. How do I know that? Because it's so easy to drown in all of the different aspects of leadership that we're required to see to. The responsibilities, the meetings, all the different things that we have to do through the week. And so what happens is we slowly drift away from our initial mission. Our mission is believe, belong, become. That we will do whatever it takes to help people believe in Jesus. And I know mission drift begins to set into my soul when I don't talk about Jesus with people around me. I stop sharing my faith with people who don't know Jesus. And just the other day, I realized that it had been a few weeks since I shared my faith. And so I committed I was going to lead someone in a conversation to Jesus. And if we lead people in a conversation to Jesus, it won't be long before we actually lead them to accept Jesus. So mission drift happens. So have you articulated your mission drift? And then lean in. Because if your mission drift has stopped happening, what you'll hear about is people come to know Jesus. You'll find it about people finding and joining life groups and finding out deeper relationships and excited about being hungry to grow in life. So that's the first aspect, mission drift. The second one is vision drift. Vision drift is how we do it. If your leaders are creating an energetic conversations about how we can apply the mission, then you'll know that you're on vision. You're on point. And vision drift happens in our organization when people start flitting around from thing to thing, project to project, without seeing any sustained results. And finally, value drift. In our culture today, we have value drift in so many different aspects of life. We see it in marriage, we see it in friendships, we see it in lots of different ways. But value drift looks like we value what God values. We value fatherhood, we value motherhood. We value relationships. We value friendships. We value marriage. So when we value what God values, things move forward. So have a think today. Is there any kind of drift in your organization? And identify and get back in touch with your mission and get excited about what Jesus asked us to do to reach our world, to reflect His values to this generation.